And Selena Dagdag reporting at courtside. And the newcomers with the opening serve. Here we go. Tabaquero on the attack, goes off the blocker. And the opening point in the women's division won by Cagayan Valley. And it's important for a veteran like Tabaquero to set the tone early.
Oh yes, it's very important, especially against a team, a solid team like AirAsia. They may be the newcomer here, but as we all know, all the players from AirAsia are the star players from their respective college team, which is the La Salle. Actually, 5 out of 6 that's playing inside that court is from La Salle.
We have Abby Maraño, UAP MVP, as well as Chuck Cruz, muling penetrante Wano. The back set, the attack, and the finish by Aiza Maizo. And this is what volleyball fans would expect from a veteran squad.
Oh yes, especially ito si Aiza Maizo. We all know her as the team captain. Ito little trivia. Yung nasa loob ng court ngayon for Cagayan Valley, 4 out of 6 has been the team captain of the respective college teams for at least 2 years in a row. So all of them are leaders in their own ways.
Speaking of leaders, Chuck Cruz with a service for AirAsia. Tabaquero blocked the top by Laborte. Ball stays in play. Tabaquero, one more try off the blocker. Gohing saves it. She pushes it back. Chance again for Cagayan Valley. Pontillas can't put it away. AirAsia with the attack. Pineda keeps it alive. Tabaquero, right hand, no finish. Chuck Cruz keeping it alive. We go to the left side. Still no finish. Good rally in set number 1. An attack not over. AirAsia with her first point.
And as early as now, we're seeing good action from both teams. Alam mo, Aiza Maizo had the right thing in mind. Kaya lang medyo napababa lang yung palo niya. But then again, that's where you can see yung experience na dala nitong Cagayan sa larong to.
Chuck Cruz, second trip at the service line. Back row attack. Chuck keeps it alive. Oh, almost a miscommunication. Oh, there it was.
A lifting violation from Mick Laborte.
4-2 is the score. 2-point advantage for Cagayan Valley. Gwyneth Eulalio, number 15, on deck to serve for Cagayan Valley. Gohing with the reception. And again, another error committed by AirAsia. Cagayan Valley capitalizing on those errors with this 3-point lead, 5-2. Just at the top. The ball does not go in for AirAsia. And Cagayan surges ahead, 6-2. Coach Ramil De Jesus will be sending in some reinforcements.
Yeah, as early as now, he's sending in Mika Esperanza, who, as we all know, is the setter of the La Salle team. So baka naisip niya, baka mas familiar at mas makakagawa ng better plays itong AirAsia with that.
Eulalio on deck to serve as we get a clarification. Melissa Gohing cannot go in. Unless, of course, they send back penetrante Wano. She just places it inside. Esperanza the setup. Maraño can't put it away. Here's Mercado, little off speed. Back set. A little over, unfortunately hits the antenna.
Maizo Pontillas mistiming that one.
And now you can hear the Corneta Astrodome explode as Abby Maraño troops to the service line for AirAsia. Quick setup job. Unfortunately, the attack does not stay in. And Air Asia looking to crawl back in. They are down by 2 points, 4 serving 6. Chance for Cagayan Valley. Lefty finish, but does not stay home.
Oh, good effort there from Chi Saed trying to save that ball. But then again, Aiza Maizo wasn't really expecting it. Kaya naman medyo napailalim siya dun sa bola and that ball sailed outside.
Soriano pushes it over. Esperanza keeps it alive. Cha Cruz gives up the free ball. Pineda. Oh, lefty finish. But look at that effort at the net. It's former UAB MVP penetrante Wano just gets the block and the kill. And Abby Maraño, a mainstay now at the service line. Back set, quick hit, Esperanza keeps it alive. Laborte, oh, miscommunication, no one knew who to attack. Soriano tries to drop it over, Esperanza. Drop shot does not go, Tabaquero heads up play. Double block up top. Cross court setup, Tabaquero off the blocker. Abby Maraño, great block coverage. Left flank attack, she puts it down.
Steph Mercado, the veteran that she is, just going through Maizo and Soriano.
And Abby Maraño can now claim permanent citizenship at the service line. She has been there for quite a while.
Double violation there from...
Inamin niya rin na nagiging problema ang hindi pagiging kompleto ng team sa practice. Sa kabilang panig naman, ikinuwento sa akin ni Coach Ernesto na naging okay ang off-season training nila. As long as the team does what they prepared to do, then all will be well. Coach Ernesto also explains why he gave Bang Pineda, a former open spiker and utility player, the role of a libero. He said he saw Bang's defense skills and her potential to shift roles quick. And that is what they need right now. James and Denise.
Thank you so much, Selena. Of course, Coach Ramil, he has a lot of factors to deal with. But, you know, when you enter the confines of the volleyball court, you try your best to put that away if you're a player and just focus on the task at hand.
Oh yes, and that's because nga, no, Air Asia, some of the players, they all have day jobs, of course, and we understand that. On the side naman of Cagayan, itong pagbabago ni Coach Ness ng posisyon ni Bang Pineda, I understand that also why you have Tabaquero, you have Aiza Maizo, you have Marciano. You don't need any more strong wing spikers if that other player can help in terms of defense. So mas lamang talaga sila sa ganun.
Penetrante Wano tried to dump it over, but Pao Soriano will get the finish.
And that was Pao Soriano filling that ball well. 9-8 is the score.
A boom, boom, Pao finish if I ever saw one from Pao Soriano. Just a heads-up play at the net. Again, up by a solitary point, 9-8. Oh, mistimed it. Setup job for Janine Marciano. Esperanza keeps it alive. Laborte, cross court to Mercado. And she finds a hole in the defense for the finish.
Stephanie Mercado. 9-0 is the score.
And for Air Asia, of course, a newcomer here in the PSL. Some of their players have seen action here, so the experience, their experience, of course, as PSL veterans will be a key factor if Air Asia wants to take over as Pao Soriano goes for back-to-back hits.
You know, Pao Soriano just taking advantage of Air Asia's scrambling defense. Nakita mo kanina pinalo niya and then ngayon, simple drop shot lang. Effective, di ba?
10 serving 9. Quick setup job for Penetrante Wano.
And that was the great Moving Penetrante Romano. 10-0 is the score.
Now we are all tied up, 10-all.
Stephanie Mercado serving.
Steph Mercado has seen action in the PSL. Off to a great start here in set number 1, but look at Chi Saed getting creative with a finish.
Well, that's what you do when you're a veteran setter. You try to score on your own to mix also to mix it up the place, mix up the place rather. Kasi,
Look at that last sequence.
AirAsia already knows that Cagayan has a lot of strong spikers, so they're not gonna expect an attack from Chisaet.
And Chuck Cruz with a spectacular service ace here in set number 1.
Serving player number 6, Marie Penetrante Buwado.
Check that, Penetrante Buwado is on deck to serve. Here's Eulalio trying to put it away for Cagayan Valley. Steph Mercado. Defense was penetrated in that sequence. 12 serving 11. AirAsia is getting tested by this Cagayan Valley squad from all possible angles, on the attack and even from the service line.
Well, AirAsia will, Mika Esperanza to be exact, will have a hard time with her setting, with the setting department if the defense of AirAsia doesn't change.
Chuck Cruz tried to put it down, but unfortunately attack not over.
15-11 is the score. While Shano continues to serve. 14 serving 11.
14 serving 11. A 3-point advantage for Cagayan Valley as we head into this timeout. The veteran squad of Cagayan Valley up by 3 points. Let's try to listen in.
Take a game!
Well, there was an obvious calmness in that Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns huddle, as well as AirAsia. Of course, Coach Ramil De Jesus, he can be fiery at times, but he always tells his girls to just settle down. You're looking at the leaders here, Elsa Maizo, and earlier on, Chuck Cruz trying to lead AirAsia and Cagayan Valley. And Steph Mercado just overcooks that shot, giving another point to Cagayan Valley. Serving 11. Esperanza tried to dump it over, and she gets the score.
So, Mika Esperanza doing a good job trying to make the most out of that poor reception.
Esperanza will also go to the service line. Good reception. Back set. The attack by Eulalio. And that one stays home for AirAsia.
That was too low for Gwyneth Eulalio.
She may be a rookie here in the PSL, but Abby Marano is a veteran of the game. And she is protecting that net for AirAsia right now. 13 serving 15. Side to the setup. To Tabaquero off the blocker. Good block coverage for AirAsia. They go cross court and they get the finish. And Chuck Cruz is leading the way.
14-15.
Let's take a look at that last sequence. Laborte, excellent job spotting Chuck Cruz for the strong finish.
And it's nice that Chuck Cruz found that open target. Even though Bang Pineda was there, he still found a way to, you know, put it through the block.
Side to Eulalio. It's like Stockton to Malone if you're talking about the through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our official website, soloentertainment.com. Oh, look at that lucky break for AirAsia. The ball went up high and then just softly kissed the floor. AirAsia with a chance to equalize. Chuck Cruz's service, and she scores an ace.
16-all.
Air Asia with a chance to grab the lead. Good reception that time. Back set. They try to hammer it down. Ball kept in play. Tabaquero off speed. Goheng keeps it alive. The setup, the wind-up, but attack not over.
You know what I see with Air Asia? If they have a good reception, they could try to convert it into a good set and eventually kill the ball. But then again, when they have this very poor reception, it's always over the net or it's always too low for the setter. That's when they have a problem, and that's when they can't maximize, you know, Mick Laborte, Abby Maraño.
Abby Maraño got blocked on the running attack. Cagayan Valley able to get some distance in between them and Air Asia through their defense. 18 serving 16. Eulalia on deck to serve. Chakru slows it down. Attack, kept alive. Laborte with the setup. Mercado the windup. Good rally developing here. And the punctuation and error for the Cagayan Lady Rising Suns.
Maizo Pontillas quickly apologizes. That was a good set from Shisaet, but she wasn't quite ready for it.
Steph Mercado has been a target of those setups, as well as Abby Maraño is on deck to serve. And she scores an ace. Making a good account of herself in her first ever splash into Superliga action. Abby Maraño ties this game up, 18-all. Good strong serve. Side sets up Soriano, dumps it over.
Good job from Pauline Soriano. Adjusting in mid-air. That ball was too high for her.
'19 serving 18. Oh, a great effort by Pineda digging that volleyball. Marciano blocked the top. And Owano will score again. Tit for tat, we were all tied up, 19-all. Air Asia, early on in this tournament, is a scrappy team as you look at Mayor Griselda Antonio, team manager, of course, of the Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns. Couple of subs coming in from Emilio Aguinaldo College, Arian Angustia for Air Asia. Giselle C coming in for Cagayan Valley. The addition of Giselle C, will this be a shot in the arm for Cagayan Valley as they try to pull away? Laborte, off speed, jump set, Soriano. Double hit called on Cagayan Valley.
And Chelsea was late for that ball. You know, that's what happens when your setter is backline. Dapat you make it a point that the first reception, the reception should be high. Para makahabol man lang yung setter mo dahil galing service eh.
Marciano gets blocked. Arian Angustia with a throw down and the stare down. It's been her trademark in the NCAA Women's Division, protecting that net, building up a wall, and Air Asia with a 1-point lead. Benito with the attack. Another block by Air Asia. Esperanza the setup. Jack Cruz the windup. Chance for Cagayan Valley. They go to Marciano. Off the blocker. And a net interference whistle on Air Asia.
Net violation there from Arian Angustia.
Again, for some blockers, they have this tendency to be too gigil. They try to chase the shot even before it gets launched.
Nandun kasi yung yung need na to stop the ball kagad.
Oh, Goheng with an excellent dig. Ball stays in play for Cagayan Valley. The back set, the attack, no finish. Esperanza winds it up for Cha Cruz. Fucks it over. Excellent shot.
Smart move from Cha Cruz. Knowing that the setter was at the back line, that's why she opted for that drop set. Kitang-kita mo, ang layo ni Giselle C, and that's why at the last second, binago niya yung tira niya para naman na malinlang itong si Giselle C.
Arian Angustia on deck to serve. 22 serving 21. Marciano blocked up top. And no check ball says. Now Air Asia with a 2-point advantage. As Cagayan Valley will sue for time, this veteran squad again being pushed to the brink by the newcomers, the Air Asia Flying Spikers, as we try to listen in.
Hindi pa tapos yan, may 2 puntos pa sila. Landahan lang natin. So yung first goal muna, first goal na. Sige lang. Yoy, yung kailanganin, kalas ka agad, kaunin na lang natin sa baba. Huwag natin pilitin na putin. Wala na, out of position na yung spiker, di ba?
Saying na, hindi naman kailangan magmadali at hindi kailangan magpanic. You still have 2 points and we all know the set ends at 25. When it comes to naman dun sa mga alanganin na place, wag mo nang ipilit. It's always better to be safe than sorry at times.
So set up for Eulalio. Ball stays in play. Excellent effort from Air Asia. Cross court set up. Marciano tripped a little, adjusts. Back set. Maraño. Couldn't put it away. Here's Marciano. Floats it over.
And Marciano is just so good at that. Yung last second, every single time she goes for a kill, makikita mo talagang sumisilip muna siya. Last second, you could see her. Sisilipin niya yung defense ng kalaban, and that's where she makes those crucial decisions.
Just gently floats it over the defense. Set stays home for Cagayan Valley. 22 serving 23. Gohing with the reception. Laborte. Set up for Maraño. Off speed. They set up Tabaquero. We are all tied up thanks to that Angeli Tabaquero attack. And you can see the eyebrows of Angeli Tabaquero.
Oh, yes.
Meet in the middle. She is focused and she is hungry as we try to listen in.
Pag nakadepensa tayo, pito sa gilid lamang yung bola, walang papalo sa gitna. Kung papalo kayo sa gitna, lagi nasa backline. Yun ang pinapractice natin eh. Okay? So nasa side yung pinakamaliit na blocker natin. Sabi ko naman sa inyo, dito na nakadito. Dito dadalhin yung bola. Kaya dapat dito na kagad. Yung nasa side na dyan. Kunin na kagad yung drop ball. Okay? Yan ang kagad yung defense natin. Pinandito ko na drop ball. Dito ko na. Okay? 3 for na.
There you go, Coach Ramil. Just reminding his girls na you have to learn how to read your opponent and also adjust at the same time. Kung alam mo namang hindi nagbibigay yung setter sa gitna at puro open spikes lang, hindi yun ay abangan mo. At kung alam mo na kung saan papadaanin yung bola, then you should be there. You have to adjust your defense formation.
Pineda trying to save that possession. Free ball given up by Cagayan Valley. And 4 touches is whistled. And what do you know? The newcomers at set point here in set number 1. Esperanza the service. Saet dumps it over. You know, if this is a signal, if this is a sign of things to come, we could be in for a close competitive matchup between these two squads. Maraño demanding the volleyball.
And Maraño loving that one. Yung reaction niya talagang gustong-gusto niya yung palo niyang yon because she rarely gets a quick play from Mika Esperanza.
Chuck Cruz with a chance to take set number 1 at the service line. Quick combination play off the blocker. Gohing keeps it alive. Chance for AirAsia. Chuck Cruz, excellent dig. Mercado on the attack, no finish. Back set, lefty shot, no go. Here's Tabakero, block the top, excellent block coverage. Mercado dumps it over. Ball still alive, off speed. Mercado to wind up. Still no finish, and finally the punctuation for AirAsia. The Flying Spikers are flying high in set number 1, 26-24. An extended set, a sign of things to come. The veterans, the new plays. Again, Valley will serve here in the second set. The back set for Maraño. Don't let the name Abigail fool you. She is as competitive as any athlete who will take to the volleyball floor.
Actually, very deceiving tong girls natin, especially when you have this pretty faces. Tapos makikita mo kung pumalo, diba? Buong barangay.
So, in effect, Denise, are you discouraging me from trying to date a volleyball player?
Of course not.
Not,
You know,
okay.
I used to be a volleyball player.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
I remember,
Mahilig ka
of
ba
course.
sa volleyball players?
Well, that's a loaded question, but I will say this. I love my job. Yes, I love my job.
Okay, we all know na lahat tong mga players dito ay may sarili-sariling following and all of them are crowd favorites. Ikaw, sinong favorite mo?
Do I really have to answer that question right now?
It's a simple question.
Let's get back to the ball game. We are all tied up, 1-1 in the second set. Denise Tan is putting in a precarious position, but look at Mick Laborte looking to re-establish order for the AirAsia side of things. Take a look at that sequence again. You have a Laborte and you have a Maraño, two ultra-competitive girls for AirAsia. They're up by 1, 2-1. Maraño with the service. Saet, back set. Locked up top, ball still in play. Here's Maizo, lefty finish. No go, and look at Arian Angustia. She is fired up on the floor. The way Arian Angustia is playing, I think Coach Ramil De Jesus will want to make her an honorary Lasallian, even if she's from EAC.
Yeah, but Arian Angustia has always been like this, and makita natin that's a good sign for her because every time she smiles and she celebrates, she always ends up playing really good.
And Eulalia goes down the line for that finish. Again, down by a solitary point, 2 serving 3. Team captain Angelita Baquero with the service. Angustia blocked up top, but ball goes out. And talk about that first set. How big a confidence boost was that for this newcomer team, the AirAsia Flying Spikers?
Yeah, winning the first set, and as you can see, they changed Cagayan's body language. Kanina nung nag-start yung first set, pumped up na pump up yan. Sila Tabakero, sila Maizo, even Chisa, at Bang Pineda. Pero ngayon medyo nag-die down yung energy nila nung compared to the first set.
They set up Chuck Cruz. Attack not over, point goes to Cagayan Valley. Now we're all tied up 4-4 here in set number 2. Esperanza trying to create for Laborte. Side sets it up. Tabakero, the attack. Great dig by Mercado. Chuck Cruz off the blocker for the finish.
You know, ito si Chuck Cruz ever since, what I like about her, simpleng-simple lang siyang gumalaw. Nothing, alam mo yun, complicated about her moves. It's just simple volleyball and it's really effective.
Well, you can never argue against fundamentally sound players in any sport. Let's look at Aryan Angustia playing very solid at the net for AirAsia. And that double block for AirAsia has been impenetrable so far. Lucette Dawis coming in for the Cagayan Lady Rising Suns as Laborte from AirAsia with the service. Running attack by Dawis, not over. Point goes to AirAsia.
That set was too low for Lucette Dawis.
Seven serving 4. Saet the setup, the wind up, and ball stays home. Cha Cruz just late on that save attempt. Janine Marciano had to bring her winning ways and scoring ways from San Beda College into the Philippine Superliga All Filipino Conference. They go to Cruz, blocked up top. Mercado keeps it alive. And AirAsia just dumps it off.
Diin pa niya, huwag kayong mag-aagawa ng role. Kailangan may pusher kayo. This way, your momentum is kept alive. James and Denise.
Thank you so much, Selena. Of course, for any coach and for any player, you have to manage your expectations. Players perform better if they know what is expected of them.
Yun nga eh. That's why what they were saying is, you have to know your role. Kailangan na, minsan kasi, even though they've been practicing for weeks or for months, sometimes kasi those little reminders will, get them back on track, get them back on focus.
But the problem for a player like Cha Cruz, who scored earlier, everything is so expected of her because she's missed everything. No, that's what she's known for. I'm serious.
Yes, she is a very versatile player. Ever since first year siya sa Lasal, she has played, you know, the setter role, utility, open spiker, and I'm not surprised that in this AirAsia team, she is the chosen captain.
Cagayan Valley scoring in that sequence, 6 serving 9 now in set number 2. Cruz gets it back, floats it over. Ball still in play. Maraño, the running attack, off two blockers, side keeps it alive. Cross-court setup, they tried to hammer it home, and ball sails over.
Tabaquero trying to hit it off the block.
It is going to be important for this AirAsia team to try and keep the momentum going. Now they're up by 4 points, 10 serving 6. And Cha Cruz will serve up an ace.
She is Miss Everything, huh?
I agree. I agree. You know why why don't you believe me when I say something like that?
I do believe you. She is Miss Everything.
She is.
I know.
No, you laughed earlier at me.
No,
You
because
thought I was joking again.
No, I thought you called her Miss Everything for a different reason.
Oh. Maybe off the air, you know, we can clarify things like that so we can improve the quality of our coverage. But Cagayan Valley looking to improve the quality of their play. For a veteran squad, I think they cannot be too over-eager, especially in trying to claw back into the game.
Yes, they should know that the way to get back into this game and to get that set, the second set, is for them to take it 1 point at a time. You know, you cannot as you said, be too over-eager to get that point. Kasi kahit mga sinasabi ng ibang coaches, pag mas atat ka, tsaka ka pa mas nagkakamali, dapat focus muna. Alamin mo kung ano yung dapat at hindi mo dapat gawin.
And AirAsia is capitalizing on the errors of Cagayan Valley, getting another point there. Now they are up 13-7. And the Lady Rising Suns unable to get their bearings. They will sue for time. We will try to listen in.
Sige lang.
Dahil hindi pinapalo
Pag kailanganin, taas mo lang. Huwag mo na tuloy yung pag kailangan na receive dahan-dahan, taas mo lang ang play. Ang set, tawagin mo na lang yung striker. Ha? So pag atake natin, kung overage tayo. Ganun lang. tara sa bande lang. Usap-usap pa sila. Yun yung ginagawa nyo.
Focus, defense, and enjoy the game. Yun lang yung simple reminder sa ni Coach Ness, di ba? You have to just focus to do what you have to do. Yung depensa mo, yung kailangan mong gawin sa loob ng court. And then when you do it, kung pag nagawa mo yung kailangan mong gawin, enjoy every point kasi it builds up your confidence as well.
On deck to serve for Air Asia. Mika Esperanza. Side with the setup. Going cross court. That one goes off the blocker. Point goes to Cagayan Valley. Angelita Baquero looking to lead a charge. Abby Maraño playing very solid for Air Asia. Pao Soriano is on deck to serve. Mercado, and she puts it away. You know, it helps when you have uber athletic genes running in your family.
Yes. Well, for those people who don't know, Stephanie Mercado is the daughter of Lydia De Vega.
So, of course, it helps that she's very competitive. And it really helps that her mom is an Olympian. Again, a violation committed by Air Asia, giving a point to the Cagayan Lady Rising Suns. This is not the time for Air Asia to be complacent or be overconfident against a veteran team led by Angelita Baquero. Open shot for Mercado, but great dig by Cagayan Valley. Tabaquero gives up the free ball. Chance for Air Asia. Back set, the attack, no go. Cruz keeps it alive. Mercado, lefty shot. Will not stay home. Cross court setup for the attack. Off speed, no go. Mercado, one more try, and she puts it down. She makes it 15-9 in favor of Air Asia, and Steph Mercado will troop to the line to serve.
15-39.
Set up, the windup, and the finish.
Nice set from Shisa. And, you know, alam mo what I want to see from both setters actually is yung attempt nila again to try to, you know, fool the blockers. Hindi yung puro open tayo, puro yung mga wing spikes.
Shot Cruz from the wing. Zayed sets it up. Gohing keeps it alive. Back set for Laborte. Adjusts, Zayed heads up play. Powerful attack, goes off the blocker.
Again, net violation there from Mick Laborte.
11-50. Aiza Maizo continues to serve.
Aiza Maizo will serve for Cagayan Valley. 11 serving 15. That's good for Arian Angustia to 11.
What I like about Air Asia is their consistency. You know, they've won, they're leading one set to none, 16-11, but then again, you don't see them being complacent at all. You might see them having a bit of a few errors, but then after that certain error, they bounce back and get the kill right away.
Excellent block, but ball still in play. Free ball given up. Gohing, Esperanza, Cruz with the adjustment. Your side, going cross court. Oh, two Air Asia players, bodies on the floor, but ball still in play. Back set, Angustia. Good rally we're seeing here, set number 2. Oh, look at the windup and the finish for Aiza Maizo.
Aiza Maizo, always a very reliable player in that back line. Kumbaga wala kang problema kahit umikot siya because you know you could always give her that ball.
What's the best part about Aiza Maizo as a scorer?
What I like about her, of course, being her teammate, is she knows how to adjust and she rarely complains. Kumbaga, kung yung setter na hirapan sa receiver, yung spiker may hirapan sa set, siya gagawa nila ng gagawa ng paraan. And that's how a veteran player should be. That's how a leader should be.
Unfortunately, miscommunication on the part of Air Asia. Angustia hesitated. Cruz tried to salvage the play, but too late. Cagayan Valley will get the score. 13 serving 16 now in set number 2. Here's Cha off to blockers. She gets the finish. Cha Cruz, former UAAP Finals MVP with some inspired play. Look at the adjustment. Twisted her body in midair a bit.
And simpleng-simple lang talaga siya gumalaw.
Arian Angustia on deck to serve. Oh, trying to hammer it down. Janine Marciano looking to make a name for herself. She puts down a thunderous point for Cagayan Valley. They are down by 3, 14 serving 17. Unfortunately, a service error. Point goes to Air Asia. We haven't seen a lot of service errors so far in the game.
A good thing. That's a good thing. Kasi alam mo, yung service error, I think a lot of coaches will agree that that's like one of the mortal sins of volleyball. Kasi you have all the time, you have 8 seconds to, compose yourself, catch your breath, find the target, and then you just throw the ball.
Pao Soriano waking up here in the second set. She puts it through 2 blockers to get another point on the board. It's a really smart play on the part of Soriano. Steph Mercado off 2 blockers. And she gets the finish, getting crafty and getting the friendly roll. Oh, there's a smile on her face, knowing na naisahan niya yung double block.
E naisahan niya yung libero.
19 serving 50. The fake, the shot, and the finish.
Really good play from Shisa and there.
And Cagayan Valley, Denise, mixing up their offense now.
They should. Having a veteran setter like Shisa and then you have, Dawis or Yuladio who just came in, and you have Tabaquero, you also have Maizo. You could mix it up, you could take risks and not just set open plays dahil nga itong mga players na to, sanay din naman sa ganong klaseng mga setup jobs.
Mercado off 2 blockers. Good block coverage. Unfortunately, could not get the ball over. And you mentioned, Denise, at the top of the coverage that this familiarity, this reunion, could be the winning feeling that Air Asia needs, and they're looking very confident, up by 4 points.
Oh yes, not just with, when I talk about familiarity, it's not just, in terms of skills, but also in terms of their character, how to lift each other up, and that's very important when it comes to these kinds of situations.
Team captain Angelita Baquero on deck to serve. Oh, quick combination play for Laborte. Ball would not stay home though. A great read on the part of Air Asia, just letting it sail out of bounds.
21-17.
Coach Nes Pamilar trying to get his point across to his players. Saeb. Oh, Cruz couldn't save it. Point goes to Cagayan Valley. For Cagayan Valley, you're just looking for that certain oomph in their play.
Oh, parang nawawala kasi yung yung gig. Ako, di ba, sinasabi natin huwag masyadong atat. Pero ito naman Cagayan Valley, parang nakulangan talaga ng gigil. Wala yung, what do you call this, kagustuhan nilang makuha itong second set at makabawi.
18 serving 21. Laborte, great service reception. Laborte gets it back, couldn't score. Giselle C, the setup, the wind-up, but no finish.
That set was way off the net. Too far from the net for Janine Marciano.
And there is a timeout called on the floor. Air Asia is up 22-18. Let's try to listen in.
lang eh, kulang lang sa usap-usap lang yan eh. Ha? So, tingnan mo, nandun na sa dulo, naka-ready na. Andito na, nakalanganin yung pwesto ni Janine pag atras niya eh. Ha? Sige, pero diskarte mo yan, sige lang. So, dandan na, apat-apat lang. Ha? Sige, dandanin natin, huwag tayo magmadali.
Ate, wala nagsasalita.
Wala eh.
Kung ang AirAsia walang problema sa gelling, communication. Ito naman Cagayan Valley, sobrang kinulang. Kulang sa communication, kulang pa sa gigil, kulang sa desire. Nakita mo yung body language nila, James, no? Kumpara dun sa first set na kahit na ilaglag nila yon.
Yes.
They're much more, ano ba? I cannot find the adjective. Pero hindi sila ganun ka-energetic.
Engaged. Not too engaged. Yeah.
Yes, oo.
And now AirAsia within 2 points of taking a 2-0 lead. Laborte on deck to serve for the Flying Spikers. Pineda, great reception. Here's the windup. Maraño keeps it alive. Laborte to Cruz. Ball still in play. Oh, attack not over. Set point for AirAsia, 24-18.
And that was not the giggle I was talking about.
Too much of anything can kill you, Denise, or too much giggle on that attack. Unfortunately, just could not get it to sail over. Set point with Laborte at the service line. Will Cagayan stay alive? They do.
Not just yet. 19-24.
It's going to take some flawless volleyball for Cagayan Valley if they want to come back and equalize here in set number 2. On the other side, AirAsia has been playing splendid volleyball here at the Cuneta Astrodome. Cruz the windup, and she puts it down. 2-0. AirAsia up against the Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns this game. We will find out as the third set is underway from the Cuneta Astrodome. Again, thank you so much for joining us, watching live here at the Cuneta Astrodome, or those of you watching at home. James Velasquez on hand, calling the action with Denise Stan and Selena Dagdag at courtside. Tabaqueros attack, stuffed. One more try, off speed. Well, that one sails wide.
AirAsia Flying Spikers.
Dapat nasal di si Melissa Gohing. Buti na lang hindi nag-down the line. It's Miguel Esperanza on deck to serve. Good reception, setting up that Eulalia attack, but double block, very active at the net. Tabaquero.
Well, Angeli Tabaquero has been trying to hit it off the block.
It's an AirAsia point. 22-0.
You know, she has the right idea, Denise. You know,
She does,
attack
she does.
with conviction. Unfortunately, it's just not staying in.
She does, because she knows the blockers are there. At talaga namang, kumbaga, that volleyball term is payong na payong. So what you can do is just try to hit it off the block.
Oh, and she's side with the dump. Gohing with the effort, and ball still in play. The windup for Tabaquero goes off the blocker for the finish.
Angeli Tabaquero destroying the blockers.
Well, that's a proper term to describe it, just destroying your blockers. She's side on deck to serve.
Rising Suns.
The back set for Chuck Cruz, too strong. Well, the job of Chiside is going to be very crucial here, as Chuck Cruz misfired on that attack. Chiside will have several options here, Tabaquero and Maizo. Unfortunately, commits a service error, so point goes to AirAsia.
You know, a while ago I was talking about mortal sins with regard to service. It's actually another mortal sin to waste your service when you're a setter because you have 3 spikers, you have 3 options in the net.
The setup for Angeli Tabaquero. Double block doing its job. Tabaquero off speed. Good block coverage for AirAsia. And a free ball given up. Chance for Cagayan Valley. They put it home.
Good setup job there from Shisa, and AirAsia wasn't expecting that ball to be set up to Aiza Maizo kasi siya na yung nag-receive. And it was a quick play for her.
Aiza Maizo with a slight hang time and the adjustment for the finish. You're all tied up 3-all. Abby Maraño running attack, but that one does not sail over.
Rejected by the net. 4, serving 3.
Both teams a little sloppy to begin set number 3. Exchanging errors, exchanging points.
Parang medyo kumakapapa ulit yung both teams, no? Which I don't get kasi ito, AirAsia should have the momentum already.
Quick setup job, but no finish. Oh, tried to put it over, but Maizo
Had the right idea, just couldn't execute.
and again errors resulting in an exchange of points. Abby Maraño on deck to serve. Former lady spiker from De La Salle University. Oh, Maizo blocked. Soriano gives it back. That one passed through the antenna, so point goes to AirAsia. And the trend continues. Points coming off those errors, off the attack or off the service. Both teams trying to grapple for consistency here. Oh, look at that attack. And they say that one goes down the line.
And that one says inside.
From our angle at least, it did look like it went in. But let's take a look at the replay from a better angle.
Yeah, I think it went in. Not even the line, it's in.
So down the line finish for Cagayan Valley. Sayat with the effort. Pineda to Maizo. She puts it home.
That one is inside by Maizo. 6-5 is the score.
And the veterans for Cagayan Valley, earlier on it was Tabaquero. And now it's Aiza Maizo carrying the fight for the Lady Rising Suns. The fake, the shot, no finish. Saet to Maizo, she sends it home.
And nice adjustment from Aiza Maizo Pontillas. That set was too near the net. Too near the antenna, actually.
So Aiza Maizo Pontillas is what you would call a score that is not high maintenance.
Oh, yes.
Because everybody hates high maintenance. Off two blockers, but great dig. Jack Cruz keeps it alive. Steph Mercado off two blockers. Ball kept alive. Free ball given up. Sayed to Soriano. Off the double block. And finally the punctuation for Cagayan Valley.
Cagayan Valley led by Angeli Tabaquero, and it seems Coach Ramil has the exact same thoughts as he instructs his redshirts to stay on their feet. Bukod dito, ipinaalala niya rin sa AirAsia to spread out on their floor defense. Having said that about them, let me take it to the other team and talk about Cagayan Valley's huddle. Now, at this point of the game, Coach Ernesto stresses the importance of timing their blocks. Dapat rin daw itaas nila ang bola at dapat tumaban sila sa depensa. Kulang na kulang daw sila sa usap sa loob ng court, pero naniniwala si Coach na kaya nilang baguhin ito at bumawi. Denise and James?
Selena, just let me ask you, in the huddle, did you hear some of the veteran players try to egg on their teammates? Guys like girls like Tabaquero for Cagayan Valley, Chuck Cruz for AirAsia.
9 serving 6 as the Maizo serving.
We'll get back to that later on. As action continues, 3-point lead for the Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns, 9-6, make that 9-7 as AirAsia scores via Steph Mercado. Now a 2-point advantage being trying to be protected by Cagayan Valley. Back row attack for Aiza. Esperanza the setup. Here's the windup, no finish. One more try off the double block, and Cagayan Valley will score. And now let me just get back to my question. to Selena Dagdag. Of course, you mentioned in the huddle, both teams trying to make their adjustments. Both coaches very knowledgeable, but were the veterans, were they the ones leading the charge, especially in reminding their teammates what exactly to do?
Yes, you know what, the veteran players, it was very evident in their words and in their actions how they were taking leadership there, James, earlier. Especially on the part of Abby, Maranyo, and Melissa Going. You could really hear them egging their players on and just basically encouraging them to fight and not give up. They also remind the team, of course, that the game isn't over yet, so all of them should be doing their best to fight. That's it for now, James.
Well, I'm sure that Melissa Gohing, Abby Maranyo, and even Steph Mercado is doing their part in trying to encourage the team. Kasi nga, all of these players have had championship experience not once, not twice, even thrice. And iba sa mga players na to, 4 times pa.
And Denise, of course, you were in that position years back, of course, as a veteran of your team. It's a default duty, as Air Asia commits a service error here. It's a default duty of a veteran to try and steady the ship every time it gets rocky.
Yes, when it comes to, sabi mo nga, James, no, big, what do they call that? Big players.
Big time players making big time plays.
Make big time plays. And when it comes to those kinds of situations, kahit na hindi ikaw yung sabihin natin go-to player, talagang automatic yun eh. Kasi it comes with experience, not just with the skills, pero syempre experience na kagustuhan mong, you know, to protect that pride, yung glory, kumbaga, ng team mo.
Cagayan Valley trying to protect this 3-point lead. And they extend it to a 4-point lead thanks to Angelique Tabaquero going up high and down hard for the finish. You want to talk about roles? Angelique Tabaquero is the go-to girl for Cagayan Valley. Set up for Maranyo. And that attack does not stay home. Point goes to Cagayan Valley. And the veterans have woken up here in set number 3. Air Asia will try to regroup as we try to listen into this timeout.
Konting aggressive pa tayo. Huwag na natin antayin ito makalayo ng husto, ha? Hindi natin, kaya natin ng kapitan to. Okay? Sa serve. Then yung block natin, alam naman natin kung ano yung binablock natin eh. Pagka nakakita nakapwesto naman ba? Sige, hindi naman lahat ng oras ganun ang gagawin yan eh. Itatapon o kaya ikakabig sa ibang lugar. Ha? Ngayon, gumising tayo, then Abby, hindi natin kailangan ng palo. Sabi siya, tapikin mo lang yung bola. Kailangan natin
Aggressiveness and adjustments. 2 key factors that Air Asia needs according to Coach Ramil. Kasi, you know, they have the momentum here. They're up by 2 sets to none. And even yung service nila, they're up by 4 to none sa Cagayan Valley. And certain adjustments. We all know that volleyball is not a power sport. You don't need to exert that much effort to get a point. So, konting adjustments lang. If you can get a point off a dink, then that's what you should do.
Tabaquero floats it over the defense. Gohing with the dig. Air Asia trying to go on the attack, but attack error. 4 hits by Air Asia. Point goes to Cagayan Valley. Now up 15 to 9. I think the largest lead they've had in tonight's game. Well, it was only a matter of time for this veteran squad to wake up, and Cagayan Valley finally in the building. 15 serving 9. Laborte off the blocker. Pineda over receive. Sayat the setup. The wind up. Gohing keeping it alive and a free ball given up. Sayat to Eulalio. And double block goes in. Abby Maranyo waving the finger and putting it home. What an addition Abby Maranyo has been to this Air Asia squad. It was actually Laborte and Maranyo combining to protect the net.
And that's what Coach Ramil has been saying. Pag nag-block kayo, wag lang talon ng talon. You have to time your blocks.
Here's Tabaquero off the double block. Mercado keeps it alive. Esperanza the setup. Back to Steph. But attack not over for Steph Mercado.
Stephanie Mercado.
Nice Spikers 16-10. This is the 3rd set in tonight's matchup. Steph Mercado earlier committed an attack error, but has played a splendid game for so far, as well as veteran Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Melissa Gohing working her rear end off, trying to protect the floor. But Cagayan Valley relentless on the attack. They have a 6-point advantage. Mercado on the attack. Excellent dig on the part of Cagayan Valley. Tabaquero. Esperanza jump set. Back to Mercado. Off the blocker. Cagayan Valley using excellent block coverage. And if
That one
referees
sails out.
sails out.
You know, I see Angeli Tabaquero having a hard time with those cheese-side sets. Maganda naman yung pagkakataas niya, but then again, it's too far from the net. And with Tabaquero, she enjoys it. She enjoys it na medyo malapit kasi talagang iniibabawan niya.
And speaking of side, that was a great set for the attack. What would constitute, Denise, a great set for a score?
For a what?
For a score, what would constitute, you know, an excellent set?
Well, I think kasi different set, very very subjective yan
Okay.
Lagi yan it depends on the attacker. For a scorer to consider a set good, depende yan Kaya yung familiarity and communication ng setter attacker very, very important.
If she wants it to be
She wants it high,
or
if
low.
she wants it low, if she wants it quick, o yung medyo tinatawag na biten, which is a slower ball. If she wants it near or far the net. Because some players actually prefer it far from the net.
And Air Asia scoring off the block, 13 serving 17. Laborte on deck, almost scores. But Pineda keeps it alive, almost. And back-to-back points for Air Asia, trying to creep back into this game, down by just 3.
And you know what I like about Air Asia? Everyone is trying to serve not with full power, but with a target. Simula kanina ng first set, we all see them na naghahanap sila ng target, and normally they target that, what we call the donut hole.
Laborte with the service. Marciano blocked the top. Esperanza the setup, the wind-up, and ball stays home. And Stephanie Mercado continues to cook. Her team down by just 2 points. As Cagayan Valley will sue for time. Starting to listen in.
Simple lang sa receive, di ba? Mag-relax, hindi mo lamang tayo, tapos na yan. O, balik natin ulit. Dahan-dahan, receive tayo, set, basic ulit. Receive, set, follow. Tapos pag naka-defensive sila, block tayo. Timing sa blocking, magbilang lang tayo. Tingnan lang natin, ha? O, pag pinalo, nakita nyo, ilan yung nakuha ni Wenet. Ang hahaba kasi, di ba? Tama yung pwesto. Pumesto tayo ng tama sa defensa para makuha natin. May taas natin yung bola. Okay?
Alaga tayo sa Well, defense certainly is and should be your first line of offense. Kaya tulad nung sinabi ni Coach Ness, paulit-ulit siyang with reception and blocking. He says that it all starts from there.
Just boils down to execution of the basics. If you're Cagayan Valley. 15 serving 17, Laborte serving for Air Asia. Chance for the Flying Spikers. Good job by Pineda protecting the floor. Marciano floats it over and finds the opening.
And finally, some variation from Marciano.
Muntik pa mag-untugan dun si Melissa Gohing and Mick Laborte. At least you have to appreciate the effort both of them trying to chase that volleyball. Yes. And that attack goes out of bounds. Point goes to Cagayan Valley, now up by 4, 19 to 15. Isa Maizo Pontillas, 9 attacks and a block so far in her stat line. Joust at the top. And that one is won by Air Asia. And Steph Mercado, by her lonesome, has been scoring the last few points for Air Asia. She is also on deck to serve. Good reception. Back set, the wind up for Soriano. Gohing keeps it alive. They dump it over, and Esperanza will get the score. That's what you were saying, Denise. Hindi puro power plays ang kailangan.
Because volleyball, simple lang yan eh. Kung kaya mo yung mga tapik-tapik lang, why exert so much effort? Papagurin mo lang yung sarili mo.
Oh, almost sails in. And a free ball given up. Quick setup job for Arian Angustia, who puts it away. And Air Asia with a chance to equalize. 18 serving 19. Steph Mercado, 10 attacks and a block to her name so far. They set up Marciano, blocked up top. Ball kept in play. Back set, Soriano floats it over. Gohing with an excellent dig. Set up, wide up, and the finish. And Wenchu announces her entry into the game with a score. Now we are all tied up, 19 all. Steph Mercado. Suki na yan sa service line for Air Asia. Gisaet to Marciano. Blocked again. The ball kept in play. Free ball given up. Esperanza to Wenchu. Just misses. Soriano. Laborte keeps it alive. And no one just got the ball because they already had 4 touches.
2019 is the score. Pao Soriano.
Tama naman yung decision ni Laborte kasi magpo 4 touches ka. Tutuloy mo pa ba kung mali? Diba? Oh, the windup by Wenchu, but blocked up top by Eulalio.
And there you go, what Coach Ness was talking about and what he was asking for.
Again, Valley within 4 points of nailing this third set, trying to extend it. And Air Asia will try to freeze momentum as they sue for time. They are trailing 19 to 21.
Buo kayo set mo eh. Okay? Pagkalanganin, paling, tawag, sarap sa... Ha? Medyo late yung pasok mo ng ano, ng quick. Tingnan na lang natin, puro easy ball namin gagawin, no? Pasukan lang ng timingan mo lang, antay mo lang spikers mo. And coverage tayo. Huwag natin hayaan na pumali kasama natin na nanonood lang tayo. Pasukan natin, i-anticipate natin, babalik yung bola. Okay, sige, kakupitan lang natin to.
Coach Ramil always has been talking about trusting your teammates, but also that comes with that trust is you have to expect the ball also to come back to your side. Hindi naman porque may tiwala ka sa teammate mo, pag pumalo siya, hahayaan mo na lang yung bola at hahayaan mo na lang yung coverage mo. You always have to be ready.
And like you mentioned earlier, key term, Denise, you have to be engaged as a team. The back set for Angustia. Marciano on the attack, off the double block.
That one sails wide.
But that one sails wide.
20-21.
Fortunately, just hits the net and goes out. Air Asia with a chance to equalize. Ariana Angustia with 3 attacks and 3 blocks to her name. On deck to serve. Gisaet to Eulalio, blocked up top by Esperanza. Eulalio off speed. Esperanza to Maraño, no finish. Cross court, Marciano can't send it home. And Steph Mercado adamant in her claim that it stayed home. It's a difficult call to make. But Steph Mercado was claiming that it was inside.
Well, from our view, it looked like
It was.
yeah.
But call will stick. 2-point advantage for Cagayan Valley. You just have to keep playing. Doesn't matter what call there is. And that time Air Asia will get the call as that attack goes out of bounds. Look at the Steph Mercado and Melissa Gohing immediately regrouping and telling their teammates to just focus. And I could read their lips saying, laruin na lang natin,
Yes.
laruin na lang natin.
When it comes to those kinds of calls, when you don't agree to the referees, you just have to let it go because you're not going to be able to do anything about it. So you should just focus on what you have to do next.
Jennifer Makatuno on deck to serve for Air Asia. Cagayan Valley has been doing an excellent job receiving those services. Attack from the back row. Pontilla stuffed. The setup for Laborte. Finds an opening for the finish. Could be deja vu of that first set. We are all tied up, 22 points apiece. As Cagayan Valley will sue for time, trying to freeze momentum. Air Asia battling back to tie this game up. Let's try to listen in.
Error natin eh. So, iwas-iwasan natin mag-error. Lalo nasa crucial na tayo, ending na yan. Pwesto lang tayo ng tama. Pag-aatake sila, yung depensa natin tamang position lang. Yung blocking, tamang timing lang. Okay? So, pag-receive natin, tayo atake, receive natin, discount na mo lang. Ha?
Gote game! Coach Ness asking for konting kalma, konting diskarte, and a lot of focus. Yun naman ang napaka-importante when it comes to, yung mga ganito na, like 22 or 22 all. We can't afford to make, especially yung mga petty mistakes like service errors or misreceptions.
Jennifer Makatuno with the service. Osayat tried to create from that one. Had to adjust, but Tabaquero scores off the double block.
Out of that one, 23, Cagayan Valley, 22.
1 point advantage for Cagayan Valley. 23 serving 22. They go cross court. Wench Chu couldn't finish. Tabaquero running attack. And ball goes out. Point will go to Air Asia.
Angeli Tabaquero not liking that call. She was asking for touch ball.
Wench Chu for Air Asia on deck to serve. Side sets it up for Tabaquero. Oh, great dig by Wench Chu. Gohing keeps it alive. To Steph Mercado from the back row, but attack not over.
That's what Coach Fermin has been saying. Huwag masyadong nagmamadali and just keep your focus and, remember what you have to do. Kung medyo alanganin, just make sure na you get that ball over.
Coach Nes Pamilar immediately sending in Pao Soriano. Set point for Cagayan Valley. Mercado gets the finish.
And Steph Mercado, being the veteran that she is, came from a bad reception to a worse, bad reception, bad set. And she makes a point out of it. What more can you ask for from Steph Mercado?
Doing what she does best, score to the volleyball. Abby Maraño on deck to serve, all tied up, 24 points apiece. Soriano adjusts, ball kept in play, Angucia gives up the free ball. Chance for Cagayan Valley, Tabaquero off the double block. The veteran stepping up, that time it was Angeli Tabaquero. Second set point for Cagayan Valley. The windup for Steph Mercado. Tie game. No one is allowed to blink We are tied once again, 25 all. Steph Mercado refusing to go quietly in this third set.
Laporte serving.
Aiza Maizo, attack goes over. And Air Asia will take the lead.
Aiza Maizo again trying to hit it off the block.
And this will be the first set point for Air Asia here in set number 3. Match point even for the Flying Spikers. Marciano on the attack, off the double block. Esperanza, Mercado, and she puts it away! Air Asia will debut with a victory in the... We just witnessed a whale of a matchup between the debuting Air Asia Flying Spikers and the Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns. Air Asia taking it in straight sets. What an effort for this new team.
Yes, as what we can all see, though they're a new team in the league, their teamwork, their determination, their passion, and with character, they prove that they are a team to watch out for here.
And Cagayan leading in the attacks department 15-12, but Air Asia coming up with the points that matter, taking it in that highly competitive final set. In set number 3, Angelita Baquero tried to keep the fight going, but unfortunately, Steph Mercado was just too much to handle.